And so really the challenge is are you going to be a part of the godly remnant? Are you going to be a part of the faithful few? That is our challenge, to be faithful in the meantime. And you know what Christmas is about? Christmas is about a promise. Christmas is a reminder to you, and it's a reminder to me of this, that our faith is not misplaced, that our hope is not misplaced. And just as Zechariah and Elizabeth, if they were here, would tell you that you need to be faithful, even if you don't know how God's going to give you a baby, even if you don't know how God's going to work out that marriage, even if you don't know how God's going to turn that financial situation around, even if you don't know how God's going to make your faithfulness at the workplace be okay and turn out for your good. God says, you be faithful to me. And that's what Christmas is about. It's a reminder. Your faith is in the right one. I've got you. I know what's going on. I've got the power to do it. I care for you, and I will do it. You know, the song, "O Holy Night," was actually written hundreds and hundreds of years ago by a French poet. And that line that I love that we heard in that song just before I came up, it says this, it says, "Long lay the world in sin and error pining." The world was laying in sin. The world was laying not knowing if God was going to do anything. The world was laying thinking God was silent and that he didn't care and he wouldn't act. And yet that word pining there is an old school word, and it means hoping, praying, longing, desiring for God to do something. And that's the moral of this story. And that's Christmas for them back then, and that's Christmas for us today. Is that God is the God of hope, and he will come through for us in his way and in his timing. And he will act for us. He does care for us. And even in those times when you don't feel like it, God says, keep being faithful. It will come to pass.